What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaming Channel. My name is AJ Gills. That person's over there just like vomiting or something. How y'all doing? We are back with Vampyr. Last video we had that fight with that creepy actor lady who I had no idea what the hell she was talking about through most of that entire boss fight. That was kind of a gigantic pain in the butt. Then the guard of Pre-Win, their boss man, showed up and said some ominous things to us. Let us leave with our life, or unlife, whatever. So yeah, now we're apparently, I believe what Jonathan said as we were coming out of the, it's been a couple days since I last played, what he was saying coming out of the theater was that he was going to go talk to the Ascalon Club about just trying to lie low during this whole great hunt thing. But before we go see them, this and what this video is going to be focused on, we've got some side quests here in the West End. That we'll work on those in this one. But before we go do that stuff, I'm going to head back to the hospital. We are going to talk to Swansea because we have some new dialogue with him. As I'm trying to get through this without and umming. It's a problem when I'm trying to do both commentary and gameplay. I get lost in one or the other. Either way, we're gonna see Swansea. We're also gonna level up because I think we're kind of under-leveled. Well, actually, I'd say actually we're fairly well leveled. Oh shit! Who just shot me? That hurts. How would you like it if I shot you with a crossbow? Yeah, where's Father Dickhead? There you are.
I order you.
You know, I can't remember for the life of me what this class of enemy is called. I like Father Dickhead though.
God, walk.
Alright, let's see here. Let's not go through that park. I'll get these, like, random load screens that just pop up during this game. Also heard something. Why can't I enter this place? Have I not unlocked this as a... Interesting. Oh, there we go. That was odd. For some reason, he wasn't walking inside. Like, I kept trying to open the damn thing, and... There we go. Well, let's search around, see if there's anything we can swipe. Does not look like it. Alright, well, let's grab some shut-eye. Almost knocked over my Mountain Dew. That would have been bad. Alright, let's see your blood spear. Can concentrate to create 3 small blood spears, which hit all enemies facing you compared to the base ability. I lose range and damage, as opposed to this, where you throw a large blood spear past through enemies in front of you, mass projectile. Yeah, I gotta go with, this is probably, of all the skills I use, it's this and the claws that I probably use the most. Bam, we'll drop the blood cost of the claws. See here, trade more blood, heal yourself instantly. Trade the instant health gen for greater regeneration. Yeah, I gotta go with this autophagy, or however it's pronounced. Yeah, I'll take greater regeneration of health. Yeah, I still like this level of blood cauldron, though we can't. We should probably upgrade that skill at some point, but I'll also probably want to upgrade Shadow Mist. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think our skills have kind of been lacking behind our base attributes, which is what I've been focusing on lately. Though I guess with the way that I'm playing this, because I'm trying to do my best for like a low or no kill playthrough, I kind of have to try and seeing that I'm trying to play this way, I guess I kind of have to go with the base attributes to keep myself kind of as strong as everyone else. Okay, so just a bunch of people with fatigue. Still find it funny that the prostitute is suffering from fatigue. That's just so many jokes. Yeah, okay, Clay's healthy, but these guys have headaches that I can't do anything for. That guy has neuralgia, which I can't do anything for. And, oh, wow, we're in critical over here. Okay, he's got a cold. He's also got a cold, and she has neuralgia, which I can't do anything for. But we could go cure those guys' cold. And I don't know if you guys find it interesting when I run around and just, you know, give people medicines and whatnot. I'm gonna guess not. I can't just phase over there. Alright, let's go see Swansea. I'll talk to Swansea, and then I'll go distribute medicines, just because I'll forget if I don't do it now. I'll cut that out so you don't have to watch it. I just looked in.
Jonathan, I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment, and away you go.
So passive-aggressive, Swansea. No, I was about to say, I'm hearing weird noises come from the hall. I look out the door, and there's my cat using its litter box, just staring at me. It's kind of spooky.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull, almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
All right, man. About 30 minutes of just me just trying to get around the game.
Did you lost the lead, boys?
You know, as this game's progressed and the stuff out here in the streets has kind of gotten like a little crazier. You know, I mean, there's just like more guys out in the street. You know, you have the pre-win fighting with the skulls on the street. You know, you have the random the random Ekons. I was fishing for the word. I've kind of noticed something. Well, I mean, I think it's been obvious. There have been massive frame rate issues. I mean, there's already, you know, it's pretty obvious that there's a lot of texture pop in this game. But I think I found the best way to kind of describe this. I think this is a game that had big budget ideas and a lot of. Granted, I'm also running without that. This is annoying too. There was an update that has been going that I just realized has not been installed yet. So after this, after this video, I'll exit out of the game so I can install the update. Maybe it'll fix some of the problems. But I think this overall, I think this is a game that had big budget ideas that was made on a small budget. Because I mean, this whole blood quality thing, the talking to people and the hints and the medicine concept. There's a lot of really neat concepts in this game. I mean, I really like a lot of the stuff it does. I just think, all in all, there were, like I said, I think this was, like I said, a big budget project that was just done on on not a lot of money.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan.
Hello.
Is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute. If a vampire has to be welcomed in, I'm trying to think through this. If a vampire has to be like welcomed into a home,
I remember when Mary came
but
with her husband and her son.
but they use like that whole compulsion thing to get somebody to let them into their home. Is that like a workaround? Does that count? Like does that make sense? I've used a hypnotism to get somebody to invite the vampire in. You know, if the vampire uses hypnotism to have the person invite the vampire in, does that count as welcoming in the vampire? These are the questions I stay awake at night thinking about.
It's locked.
Because, I don't have a real life. Hello, creepy balcony. Alright, I think I've robbed them enough. Let's go talk to what's-her-face.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras.
I believe it was vampires.
A lot since he returned
Come on.
from the war, you know.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
Well, why are you coming at me? I was just saying, how are you?
Saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden. And I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why do you hate your husband so much? He's kind of messed up.
Why is my return so
Give him some time.
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions.
Maybe it's because they think you're kind of bitchy.
Community.
Good.
Sorry for your loss.
I'm kind of leaning to the second part. You know, that maybe they just think you're a bitch. Alright, so we're trying to find this, the house of this person. It's the back of the Crosley's house. Okay. Okay, this leads us back to the docks. I remember that because I tried to come through this way and we had some issues. Okay, I gotta blink over there. How do I get up there is the question. Okay, let's go back through the Crosley's house. I'm gonna try something.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me in.
Sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Okay, so if I come in here... Bam! There we go.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign.
There we go!
No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
There we go. That has not been super clear to me. Is this a universe in which a vampire has to be welcomed into the home? And when he just said that, okay, right there, I have a little bit of an answer. Let's see here, 5th of November, 1918. My dear Jacques, I can't wait to see you again tonight, tomorrow. I can hardly wait since we kissed on that bridge while the moon was so bright in the night sky. I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. What? Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck, you devil, you. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge in the middle of that night. But no, my dear Jacques, you remained the delicate fiancé I know you are, and you were only teasing me. I can't wait to drink your blood for good. This time you are and you were only wait. This time and come back. Sorry. I restarted the line. And come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal to play with her a little first, of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals. And then I'll turn her into one of us too, and we will rule the knights of London and cleanse the city of its impure souls. You know, that was going one way. Took a weird turn where I thought she was just into like some freaky stuff, and then just did like another like complete 180 where I'm just like, oh, this woman was nuts. Faithfully always, Emily.
Wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. Blood. I should follow the trail.
Huh. That didn't break my knees. You'd think it would. Am I the only one who still is trying to figure out why the name of this game is spelled with a Y? I know it's not important, but I'm curious.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly...
You run that by me again, dude.
Sir.
I'm not here to sustain myself. I'm currently investigating the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear.
What? How do you not bite your tongue when you say that? Well, obviously he's French.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Ekons as family, don't you?
Not really, because I find a lot of Ekons are assholes and have tried to kill me.
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
Are we gonna kill this guy?
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Your cruelty deserves punishment, sir.
And what else is new?
Oh, shoot! We'll take a quick drink. Alright, so he's still strong. Oh, jeez. I barely touched him. Damn it, he's using that freaking blood shield. As far as I can tell, it basically makes him impervious to everything. Still takes stun damage at least. Damn it, I can't get him with the one move I have that might really do some damage. Well, we got him down to about half. Oh, balls. There we go. We don't need you interfering with this little duel. And that should be the finisher. I'm gonna check something just because I'm curious. Alright. I was wondering if he was a citizen of the district or if he was just some dude. She better be damn thankful for that, because that was not an easy fight.
They're all around you, waiting for you to let your guard down.
To vote is only the first step.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure to become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
You know, what's it say about me when he said the word organism? I was reading that as orgasm. Like I said, I'd wonder what that says about me.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire.
I think it says I need a girlfriend.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
It's kind of dark.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Okay. All right. There we go. I was sitting here going, is she coming on to me? Or again, is this just my perverted mind? No, she was coming on to me. Yeah, stop that. This is creepy.
At once, Charlotte. This is unworthy of you, of your mother, and of myself.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed. Please forgive me. That was stupid.
Like I said, at least...
I've been quite busy these last few...
Like I said, that, I was sitting here going, that just, I don't know.
Don't let any strangers come into your house.
Alright, everybody. Well, that's going to about do it for this one. I was to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember, you can always find me over on Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the Vampyr Gaming Channel. I'm out.